Hello and welcome to Mid-Island Custom Diecast. My name is Evan, and this week we will be looking at the Matchbox number 35 Snow-Trac for the Three Blind Mice Invitational. If you like what you see, please remember to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications of new videos. Here's what we started with, the number 35 Snow-Trac from Matchbox, red, with the green window section, and this one's missing the track. I do have a replacement track, but we won't be needing that on this build, so let's get into it. So after we got the body and the chassis, I guess, if you will, out of the stripper, we give it a once over with the wire wheel. This just gives me a chance to see if there's any major casting lines, or just to clean up any oxidization and stuff like that. I don't, even if I'm going to be doing sort of a not shiny paint job like I am with this one, it's still nice to get all that old paint off. So we do that with the wire wheel here, and also with the dental picks, because those little steps on the side, some really deep crevices there, and the paint was stuck in all the corners and stuff. So we picked all that out, and then we move on to the crux of the build, which is replacing that base with the tracks with this. Some of you may remember the Monster Dairy build we did for Gunslinger's Garage back in early days of my channel anyway. So we decided to take the chassis from that, and it's a little bit big, but we'll get her in there. So first I go to town with the X-Acto saw, and this base was sort of that rubbery plastic, and cutting it was just giving me all kinds of fits. So we got a good start on it with the saw, but inevitably I had to go with the cutting wheel on the rotary tool, and this is where we made some progress. So we cut off the back, cut off the front, cut off some of the sides, I cut out all those little milk bottles on the interior, cut the top of the wheel wells. Really all I left in the interior was the seat and the shift knob. I did paint the seat and all that stuff down during the detail painting, but you really can't see it in this casting because of what I did to the windshield. We'll get to that later too. Anyway, so now we're just fitting the pieces together. I did this about 1,000 times during this whole process. I'm not going to show you all of them, but here we are with the wheels. The base is all fitting together pretty good at this point, but I've got that big massive hole in the front, so we've got to figure out something with that. Also around, if you look at the base of the casting, you could see through into the interior, so we cut this little piece of black styrene. We cut that down to size, and just again test fitting, make sure that it fits in there, and it does. So now we cut out a little section so that it goes around the interior. I don't really do styrene a lot, and I am going to be a lot for the skid build coming up, so this was good practice, just fitting and toying around with some custom stuff. And I think it turned out pretty good. It was kind of rushed because I am literally recording this at 1 a.m. on the release day of this video, and I just finished it tonight. But anyway, that's not the point. So we're getting it all fit together here, and basically that's it for the interior. I'm going to give it some paint and whatever. So the front grille, just marking out some tape so I can get the shape of what I need. This is the HO scale diamond plate pattern styrene that I've got. So we're just going to cut out a little grill piece down to size so that it can fit in there. And then we'll just play around front, back. I don't know where to put it at the moment, but that's basically what it's going to look like, not blue. Here I've settled on putting it on the inside, so we'll just hit it with a little CA glue and activator to get it stuck in there nice and quick. And then we mix up some JB Weld, and we're just filling in the back holes where the old base clipped in and where the hook sat. And then we're going to file that off so that it's flush with the bottom. And we'll do some sanding on it with some sanding sticks and then some fine sanding sponges, and just get it all nice and smooth at the back there, ready for paint. And that'll about do for that. And we'll move on to the windshield here, and it was pretty beat up. I did sand it a bit and polished it. I still wasn't really happy, and I really didn't like the green. So I just took a little bit of this window tint or headlight tint, I don't know what it is, that I've got, and I just cut it and fit it to the windshield. And like I said, you can't see through it, and it still looks kind of green. But this is much, much nicer, I think, with the tinted windshield. So yeah. Anyway, I skipped the painting. I mixed up a green Tamiya with a little black, so it was a bit darker. And that's what it looks like now. And painted the base, the chassis with a satin black. And now just going over with my favorite silver Sharpie, all the suspension pieces and stuff, just to give it some nice contrast and make it really pop. And you know, this chassis is a bit of a mess from all the cutting and grinding and everything, but in the end I think it looks great, and you can't see any of the ugliness on the inside. So a learning experience all around for me. So with that, we'll just do the other side as well. Take a little bit of, this isn't chrome, it's a silver of some kind, I can't remember what, flat aluminum maybe, for that diamond plate. And then a little Molotow. This is the Graphics. It's not the chrome pen, but it is a silver pen. Just a little bit more dull. Anyway, that's all the painting. I did end up painting the roof black as well. Gave it a little shot of matte clear. There's the windshield all tinted up. The wheels. And all the parts. Anyway, while we're putting that together, let's have a little reminder of what we started with. And let's look at what we ended up with. So, I think it turned out pretty good. It is super glued together because the post didn't line up. And I had some trouble with the clear coat and some of the detail painting. I guess it wasn't compatible with whatever paint I painted the body with, but I think for the semi-rush job this was, I think it turned out great. Anyway, please let me know what you think in the comments, how it turned out as a bit of a monster truck. Don't forget to subscribe, and I really want to thank the Three Blind Mice for putting these on. Probably I wouldn't have done this without trying to think outside the box for these invitationals. So thank you guys, and thank you to everyone who watches. See you on the next one.